Every child and their parents who will sign up with you as their QMath tutor will do so with a hope to see a big change in their child's math ability, some kind of achievement or transformation, a big delta, as we call it. The big delta they might be seeking could be anything. It could be getting over the child's math anxiety, or it could be scoring better grades on school tests, or it could be just building a stronger conceptual foundation. The hope for this big delta is why they'll be investing their trust and their hard-earned money into QMath. So it is your obligation as their QMath tutor to live up to that promise and deliver that big delta. But the only way you can deliver a big delta is by creating smaller, consistent deltas in every class. It's these smaller deltas that will add up to a big delta. Therefore, your goal in every QMath class must be to create a delta, a real tangible increase in the child's math ability. Here's an example. Suppose that when the class starts, the child does not know how to add two fractions, like half and 1/4. But by the end of the class, they can add any two fractions comfortably. They have locked in the procedure for fraction addition, which involves taking the LCM of the denominators and all that. So, by the end of the class, the child's procedural math ability has increased. A delta has been created. Here's another example. Suppose that when the class starts, the child does not know why we need to take the LCM of the denominators in adding two fractions, like 2/3 plus 1/5. But by the end of the class, they have a good idea that the reason we take the LCM is that we want to convert the two fractions into like fractions first to make the addition possible. So by the end of the class, the child has understood the why behind something. Their math ability has increased again, but this time from a reasoning point of view. Once again, a delta has been created. So that's the concept of the delta, a tangible increase in math ability in some way, gaining new learning or deeper understanding that did not exist before. Here's a crude way, but in my opinion a very effective way to think about the concept of the delta. Visualize the neural pathways inside the child's brain. When an increase in math ability happens, it's because these are the pathways that are becoming stronger. So if you as the child's tutor manage to create a delta in your class, it means that you have literally upgraded the child's neural pathways in that 1 hour. You have literally reshaped their mind. And that is what your goal must be in every class, to create a delta, to reshape the child's mind and increase their math ability in some way. The primary measure of your teaching effectiveness in any class will be the magnitude of the delta you create. In conventional systems like schools and normal tutoring, the delta per class can often be minimal. But as a QMath tutor, you have to aspire to a much higher standard. And that's the goal of the QMath way, to help you create a significant delta in each class. Now, let's see how.